always had this like weird, I don't know if it's a gift or a curse. When I work dogs, the whole world zones out.
Yeah.
So I only,
I was nervous before, so I gave
Sure.
her many commands.
Yeah.
That was the other way around in
Okay.
my case. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty nice group of sheep, actually. So, and I think she can probably drive like a little bit farther away from you, right? Get a little
Yeah,
bit more
yeah,
distance.
I want to try this.
So I'd like to work on those outruns still.
Yeah.
So you're a
And
little
on
further,
the lift
steady.
just be
Yeah.
more
steady.
quiet, yeah.
okay? Because when you send her, right, and she goes and she hits it, you know, let's just say you didn't steady her, but then when she comes closer to you, then you steady her. The sheep should stay steady the whole time.
Yeah, I try
Right?
my best.
Yes. Okay.
Billie.
Very good. Okay.
I always do, but sometimes nobody notices.
Well, I
Okay, I
always
picked
want
up-
my sheep to walk, right? If the tails are flipping and the ears are flapping, it's no bueno.
Yes, and when the nose is vertical,
Sure.
then they're crazy.
Yeah.
And when they're starting jumping like this, and they're more crazy. So
Okay.
I pick them out, and then
You know, maybe drive them up here. They're gonna pull really hard down here. That's what these sheep will do.
Yeah.
But I would definitely work on those outruns. I think the outruns and the steady is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just fetch them. I let them out,
Yeah.
close the gate, and
Yeah.
then I fetch them and
Sure.
try
Yeah.
to let them walk.
Yeah.
Also,
Walk.
Okay.
Walk.
Her fluffy ears.
I know. Sheep are like, what? We're having a good snack in here. Ay. That's a little flat.
when you train your dogs, you always correct the dog if the outrun or the flank is
Oh yeah,
too.
they would never make the tunnel like that because it doesn't get any better.
So always.
Always. I mean, you have to be consistent, right?
Yeah.
You don't in agility if you're trying to train the tunnel or the teeter in the tunnel, like you don't just let them run to the tunnel every time. I feel the same way with my precision with herding. Like I just if I don't make it clear what I'm looking for, then I can't expect them to do what they're told. So I think that people really worry in herding about the dogs getting confused, right?
Yeah.
So she kind of spun around and she spun
Yeah.
around. Well, guess border collies do that, Aussies do that, Kelpies do that. I mean, you just have to be like, nope, that's not it. That's not it. I mean, horse trainers do that.
Yeah.
You gotta work through it and make them think.
Probably actually more fair to the dog to be consistent,
Absolutely.
so they know.
And they will figure it out, but you think that you're not communicating to them because it's all pressure, but
Stop!
it's just all about managing all this impulse control, right?
Stop.
Okay, so this trajectory, right? Okay, the trajectory needs to stay the same.
What the trajectory is.
So like, so she's going like.
Okay, the line.
Right?
Yeah. And I think the more you train, the more you get advanced, the more you see how complicated it is.
It's very complicated.
And how
But your
little you
timing
know.
gets better, right? But
Yeah.
if you think of your other dog sports, you get better timing. 'Cause
Yeah. But when you're starting out and your dog is doing nice circles or something, you think, oh, they're doing so well. And then, things get complicated.
So I'd like her to keep that flank open all the way, right? Because as soon as those sheep start moving, like stop. So you see how she kind of hits a certain point and then falls in.
Yeah.
If she stopped in the right, because when she stops, then she faces honey.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that changes her trajectory
Yeah.
a little bit more of the same, right? You can see how much if the dog doesn't stop, it makes your sheep really
Yep.
unnervy too, right?
Is she stopping her because she's not going nicely?
No. No. Okay, now give her a come by around that. Give her a big come by flank. Flank her around that pen. Come by. No. That's not a flank, right? When they run right towards you, that's not a flank.
Millie looks like a little confused.
Well, she needs to take the flank from there,
Yeah.
not run towards you and then.
Yeah, that was nice.
Good. That's better. That's much better.
And is it also with you when you say the dog to stop or lie down, they have to do it 100% of the time?
Oh, at least 90% of the time.
Okay. Because I've heard of,
Well, sometimes I'll let them get away with it.
sometimes the dog has to decide what's
Sure.
the best. Okay.
But if their stopping rate is like, 6 times out of 10, then no, they have to
Okay.
stop all the time. The 60% is a fail,
Okay.
right? No, 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 no. See, I feel like this isn't confusion. I feel like she knows what she wants her to do. So it doesn't necessarily make sense to the dog, but she's putting enough pressure on her to push her back there,
Yeah.
right? So she's just kind of fighting that a little bit.
Okay.
So, this is, for me, it's just like a lot of other dogs. If I tell my dogs to get out,
Yeah.
you get out, right? Opening up flanks is the key to this sport. Open flanks and stops. If you have those two things, you can do anything. But it may seem, like it's never gonna happen.
Do you think it also depends, like opening up the flanks and the stop? It's also. Do you think it's also a little bit genetic or in the dog?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some dogs are
Easier to open up.
easier, like they just. Some dogs are very pressure sensitive. Some dogs are natural, and some things and natural drivers. And absolutely, I think just because it's the same breed, it's the same thing in the border collie world. There's dogs with plenty of different talents. You're just trying to even it all out, so accomplish your tasks. So, right there, I don't think Millie was confused. It was very clear. She was guiding her around with her hand, and she just, good morning. And then she, of course, and then she just decided not to do it. She really wants to go to the heads, which is why she's stopping them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because those sheep want to run back here, so she wants to kind of cut them off. Like that, right? Just really, she did that again because she really wants to cover their head. But that's not what Penny's asking.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop. Stop.
And lots of dogs are just like that, right? They're herding dogs, so when
Yeah.
they can see the sheep escaping, they're like, oh my gosh.
Stop.
Sure, but I would bring her back and just do a nice flank around this way. She's not really opening up very much today.
Oh, you have a camera.
I would have given an away flank there.
Where? Up from the start?
No, just when she just flanked her come by. So
Uh-huh.
I would have flanked the other way.
Uh-huh.
Get out. So where she's parked right now, there's no way those sheep are going to go in the pen. She's parked right in the back.
Yeah.
She's got to get out of there. And I'll admit, I'm not a fan of that method at all.
Which one?
When we walk into the pen and touch the sheep in there.
Ah, okay.
I'm just not a fan of that. I mean, people do it, but
When you don't stay at the gate?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think her. I'm just going to be honest. I just thought her flanks were a little flat today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to have those sheep.
Sure.
She is used to it.
Yeah.
She is not. We are not understanding how to drive them.
Right.
She just goes to my side and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like she's, when they're coming back here, she really wants to cover their heads.
Yeah.
The draw. But that's just dog trialing. It's not practical. Dog trials aren't practical work. Right? They are not.
No, I think so. You can see.
They are not. So you're asking for very impractical things, right? But the point is, it's you want the dogs a little bit loose in their understanding, right? Because she's like, okay, well, we go with the sheep.
Yeah.
We don't go this way, we don't go that way, we don't go this way, we don't go that way, we don't go this way. Well, why are we doing all that?
But she can pen and put in the trailer. That's not a big thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes I want to listen her because there are other sheep and maybe
Sure.
they react different and they were messed up with the other dog at the time.
Oh, sure. Like, I want my dogs to work anywhere, anytime, any place. I don't want them to just always see like 5 sheep or 500 sheep. I don't want to get my dogs in a situation where they're like, oh shit, what is this? So I want my dogs to act the same on 1 sheep as 300 sheep.
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Right?
We'll try
I don't
with
want
one
to
sheep,
guess
yeah.
the behavior.
Yeah.
And so when they start to show me some silly behaviors on different sheep, I'm like, oh, well, obviously we don't understand how to work, in this scenario.
Yeah.
And you just work through it.
Yeah.
But I thought her she was a little spicy today.
She had a good nap today, tonight.